Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to go through the Edexcel Foundation Tier Paper 3 from 2019 and we're on question 26. I'm covering all the questions, so if you find this helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel to see the rest of the videos. So this table we've got here is a frequency table. So here we've got a frequency table and it gives us information about the heights of 80 plants. So what this is telling us is that the height, for heights between 10 and 20, we've actually got 7 plants. 7 of the 80 plants were between 10 and 20. And actually these inequality symbols we've got here, that means less than. So that would mean whatever we've got here, that would be like saying A is less than B. And on the other side, there, that would be less than or equal to. So if we have the little line there, that's less than or equal to. So that's what they mean. So it actually means that to be in this range, if the height was exactly 20, it'd be in this group. But actually, if the height was exactly 20, it wouldn't be in this group. So not there, because this is saying the height has to actually be greater than 20. So what we've got to do is find the class interval that contains the median. So the median means the middle value if they were all put in order from smallest to biggest. So if they are in order. And so if we've got 80 plants, then the middle plant is actually going to be halfway there. So for 80 plants, we can just divide 80 by 2, and that will give us 40. So we're looking for the group. So these are our groups here. These are the groups, or class intervals as well. So we could call those class intervals. And we're looking for the group which contains the 40th plant if they were put in order. So what we can see is we could actually do what's called a cumulative frequency. So I'll call that CF. And so what that is where we keep adding up the plants here. So the number is in the frequency column. So the first one would be 7. And then if we added the 13 there and the 7, we get 20. So that's like saying that actually there were 20 plants that were less than or equal to 30 here. So that's this 30. There's 20 of the plants had a height which was less than or equal to 30. If we then add this 14 onto that 20, we're going to get 34. And what that's telling me is it's like the running total this, and it's telling me that there were 34 plants which had a height which was less than or equal to 40, because the ones which had heights less than or equal to 40 were these 7 here, these 13 and these 14. They all had heights less than or equal to 40. Now, because we're looking for the 40th plant put in order, well, we're not there yet. We're up to 34. So if we go to the next group, then we've got to add 12 onto this, and that will give me 46 when we add the 12 on. So that's telling me that 46 plants had heights which were less than 50 now, because that's all these first 4 groups. But we're looking for the group which contains the 40th. So if the first 34 were in those groups, the groups here from there to there, and up to here it was 46, that means the 40th one must be in this group. So before we got into the group, we'd only got 34 plants. By the time we got to the end of the group, we've got 46. So that means it contains the 40th one. And so our answer is actually this value here. It's the group. So it says find the class interval that contains the median. So that would be 40 to 50. So there we go, we've got that. Now the next part of the question is asking us to draw a frequency polygon. So for the information in the table. And to do that, what we need is we've got these 7 here, but we don't actually know where to put the 7 at the moment, or we might be confused because we might be saying, well, are we going to plot 7 against the 10, or are we going to plot 7 against the 20? And the answer is it's neither of those. We need the midpoint. So I'm going to add an extra row to this, or extra column, sorry, the midpoint of the group. So we can see if that goes from 10 to 20, the midpoint of that group is 15. If that goes from 20 to 30, the midpoint of that group is 25. That group would be 35. That's halfway between 30 and 40. That group would be 45. I'm just going to make a little space here actually. It's getting a little bit cluttered, this diagram. So the next group would be 55. And the next group would be 65. So these are all the midpoints of each group. The last one, 60 to 70, halfway is 65. And what we do, we go to our grid at the bottom and we plot the first point is 15 and 7. So I'm going to move this up. So at, it was 15, wasn't it? 15, we're going to plot, there's 15, the midpoint of the group. We're going to go to 7. So we've got to try and read this scale carefully. So we can see that if we're going up in even spaces, that's going to have to be 6. That's going to be 7, 8, and 9. So we can see 2 of those small squares is actually equal to 1. That's 6, that's 7. And so I'm going to plot that one there. And then next group is going to be 25 and 13. So I'm going to plot that. 25 and 13. So 13 is going up, that's 11, 12, 13. So it's going to be there. And so on. So we're going to do the next one. Next group is 35 and 14. 35, 14, that's 15 there, we'll come down 2 squares to 14. And then the next one, we're going to go 45 and 12. So 45 is there, there's 45. And 12, there's 10, 11. So there would be 12. And so on. So 55 and 16. So 16 is going to be, there's 15, there's going to be 16. And next one, 65 and 18. So obviously when you're doing this, it's not going to be quite so much moving the board up and down because it's all going to be on one piece of paper. That was 65 and 18. So there's 15, 16, 17, 18 is going to be there. And for a polygon, so this is a frequency polygon. Now this is important. For a polygon, you have to join the points with a straight line. So it's not a curve, this. join the points with a straight line. Okay, so I'm going to try and do that. There's that first one. So just try and do this as neatly as possible. Obviously, you use a ruler when you're doing this on the exam. And you don't need to go to 0 or anything like that, because the first piece of information that we actually had was this one in the group going from 10 to 20. So we had no information earlier than that, nothing from 0 to 10. So that means we can't put a value, say at 5, for example. If we had the group which was 0 to 10, we couldn't put a value there because we don't have that information. So there we go. That's all we can put in. And that's completed. So I hope that's been helpful to you. And if it has, we hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel to see all the rest of the videos, and also give our video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.